Come on, where have you been? Come on. Oh, I don't know where the other dog is. He's somewhere over there. We're just out having a stroll. 6:30 in the morning, folks. It's still dark. We're out amongst the trees up this lonely little lane here. It's me and these two having to think about the future. The future, eh? I can remember being asked when I was a kid, what are you going to do when you grow up? You know, most of us knew. I had a rough idea what we wanted to do. I always wanted to be a writer. I always wanted to write books, even when I couldn't read and write. I was fascinated by books, and I was fascinated more by the story the pictures told me than the actual story itself. You know, I could look at pictures in a book and I could make my own story out of them. And often, and even now when I do it with my grandkids, my stories that I can make up. You know, they give me a children's book now, I'll sit with the kids and I won't read them the story that's on the pages. I'll just make up what I think I see or what I want. There's a dog missing somewhere down the lane there. He'll come up, catch up with us. Anyway, that's what I wanted to do. And I became a plaster decorator. Fortunately, later on in life, I managed to learn to read and write and then become a bit of an author and a bit of a prolific book publisher at one point. Recently, as followers of my videos will know, over the past 15 years, seen me grow and come into my own, especially with publishing these books on vaccines, on the things that are taking place that shouldn't be taking place, folks. I'm trying to work out where that other dog is. I think he's coming up here. Come on. We've got to try and stay together, lad. I think about the future that may or may not come from my grandkids. But the thing is, what the point I were making anyway, is when you talked to people when I was younger and asked them what they wanted to do, I'm going to be a nurse, I'm going to be a firefighter, I'm going to be a policeman, I'm going to be a pilot, I'm going to be a builder, I'm going to be a plumber, I'm going to go in the army, I'm going to this, that and the other thing, I'm going to be a nurse, I'm going to be a doctor, I'm going to be a chef. But when you ask the kids of today now, they've no idea, and I find that really, really strange. It's like they've got no direction. And I ask my grandkids now, and even one of the grandchildren is in university, second year uni, and when I ask him now, you know, what his prospects are, what he hopes to be doing, what he wants to do, Grandad, I don't know. And I find that odd, that despite whatever chosen subjects they are doing, you know, there's no direction at the end of that. You know, there's no aim. He's not saying to me, oh yeah, I'm going to get into this, I'm going to get into that. So I do wonder what sort of future there is out there for them folks. But there has to be something. The change is here. The change isn't coming, the change is here. Change is taking place now, and we've got to weather whatever it is that's thrown at us now. Come through the other side, and that'll be the next revolution, if you like. We've gone through the Stone Age, the Iron Age, the Coal Age, this, that and the other thing. The industrial revolutions of steam and coal and goodness knows what. Iron. Now we're in the supposed in the transition to the digital age, folks, where everything is connected to everything else and everything's radiated and poisoned one way or another. No escaping that, because it's happening now. We're in this transition now, folks. What's going to come at the end of it, I don't know. Maybe it'll end up like Atlantis, You know, maybe there'll be fuck all left at the end of it. Maybe it'll implode on itself, and I hope it does. Because it's not a revolution, Rim, folks. It's an evil solution to somebody's wet dream of total control and mass surveillance. That's what's coming. And my kids, my grandkids don't get it. They just don't get it. I can see it. An old chap like me can see it, folks. They're at university, they're at school, they're at college. They're growing up with the knowledge that they are being force-fed, and they don't see a problem with anything that's coming, folks. Radiation doesn't harm them, so they don't give a toss about the radiation. The stuff they spray in the air, they don't give a shit about, because it's not harming them now. You know, they're expecting to get cancer at some point. Some looking forward to it. Some looking forward to getting their chemotherapies and all the rest of it, folks. Some are looking forward, not looking backwards. Not looking at what has been lost and at cost. They're just looking forward and to all the wrong things. That's my take on it anyway, and I'm just amazed and appalled at how fast things seem to be going now. I was learning about the things that I know about now, starting in 2011. And there was an urgency in me to try and capture and record everything in the hopes that I might wake a few people up and we might get some of this stuff that's taking place now stopped. Especially when it came to the vaccines, folks, and the spraying of the fucking atmosphere, the poisoning of the foods and the waters. And yet, here we are. That's all taking place. Everyone on Earth's been fucking just about over 95% of the populace have been fucking stuck with some kind of fucking injection. And fuck knows what infection they're harbouring now, folks. Cancer's off the fucking charts. Autism's off the charts. ADHD. Stomach problems. Period problems. Menstrual cycles fucked up. Menstrual cycles restarted in people of an age that shouldn't be having them at all. Prostate fucking problems. Brain problems. Multiple sclerosis. Etc., folks. And it's all just accepted. Now, no one seems too concerned. Everyone is just living the nightmare that they see as a dream, I suppose. And this fucking living my best life, what the fuck's all that about? Where did that come from all of a sudden? I'm living my best life. Every fucker says that to me now. Living my best life, you know, this is crazy. If this is their fucking best life, you know, then fuck knows what they're expecting for their grandchildren, their great-grandchildren. I know what I'm expecting. I'm expecting better things. I'm expecting the people of the future to learn from what we've fucking saved and preserved and captured and time captured for them now. Folks, I don't want this part of their story. I don't want them looking back on it with fond fucking memories like most people do now, folks. You know, our kids are looking back on history as if it was something wonderful and romantic. World War I, World War II, the romanticism of it all, the Poppy Day nonsense, all the rest of it. You know, war is cruel, it's horrible. It's governments sending your children off at risk, at massive risk. And those that actually survive those fucking risks come home and get a fucking medal. A piece of fucking steel stuck to the chest for the troubles. They don't get fucking any compensation. They don't get looked after like they should. Absolutely fucking crazy, folks. There's a vehicle coming. I may have to Switch the camera off now. No, it's gone. Right, anyway. I don't know what the future holds for me. Because I'm coming to fruition as far as my lifespan's concerned. 63. Not a lot can harm me now, folks. I've seen it all. I'm expecting it all. And I ain't going along with fucking any of it. I'm not. I've risen above it all. And I can, and in the position I'm in now, I can see everything, folks. I'm not in that fucking matrix. I'm sat on the fence and having a look at both sides. And it's a fucking high fence, so I can see everything, folks. And I don't like what I see, I don't. Certainly for my grandchildren. And any great-grandchildren that may or may not come. And the way things are going now, kids now are saying everywhere, oh, I'm not having kids, I don't want children. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know. Anyway, have a good day, folks. We'll go and get these two fed.